Welcome back to Testor's Scale Workshop. My name is Brett Green. Over the last few weeks, I've been working on Hasegawa's new Arado 234, and it's just about ready for paint. Tonight, we're going to have a look at some of the elements of your workshop that will be helpful when you want to paint and finish your models. Although some modelers can get quite nice results using a paintbrush, there's little doubt that an airbrush offers the maximum flexibility and the greatest range of finishes when you want to paint your model aeroplane, vehicle, or even figure. The airbrush that I've chosen to use since the early 1990s is the Testor's Aztec airbrush. This is the A470 model. The most recent airbrush in the Aztec range is a Contempo. This is a dual action airbrush, which means that when I push down on the trigger I get more air, and when I pull back I get more paint. A hose screws directly into the back of the body, and this is connected to the compressor. The Aztec airbrush range feature replaceable tips. These simply screw out to be replaced by other tips for different functions. The functions include fine line spraying, general spraying, and even spatter spraying. Finger tight is plenty for replacing these tips. The paint cups are also handy. It's just a matter of having a couple on hand for when you want different colours to spray on your models. Now, I'll bet you've never thought of a modelling tool as a possible way to save your marriage, but there are some tools you can use that will make life both more comfortable and also safe for your family when they're around your workshop. One of those tools is Testor's airbrush cleaning station for the Aztec airbrush. It works just like this. You squirt a little thinners into your airbrush, we pop the cap on goes the compressor. The airbrush has a special docking station in the top of the cleaning station, and the fumes and liquids resulting from the thinners and leftover paints are captured within this jar behind a filter. No smell, no fuss, and certainly much better for your family. The most recent addition to my workshop is also popular with my wife. This is the Testor's spray booth. It comprises a sheet metal hood with a clear perspex panel in the back, and behind the panel is a rack that accommodates a small fluorescent tube if you want a direct light source onto your model. The hood sits on top of a base. The base has a floor, which is effectively just a series of filters, and under the filter, inside the base down here, is an electric motor that draws the fumes through the hood, down through the filters, out the back of the unit, through a circular vent, into a hose, and then taking the fumes outside, away from your workshop, away from you, and away from your family. If you're doing a lot of painting, one of these spray booths will be a very worthwhile investment. If you don't have a spray booth, always remember to work in an area which is well ventilated and has plenty of fresh air when you're painting. Next month, we'll be having a look at some painting techniques using some of these airbrush tools. In the meantime, thanks for joining us on Scale Workshop, and bye for now.